The last couple of days have been extremely difficult. We've had a lot of wind, rain, and cold. It's been an unseasonably cold spring. We've had a hard time locating birds, and rightly so. They weren't interested in being out in the open. They're spending their time in the bottoms and the timber. And when we run our milk route, typically we're checking open strut zones, bean fields, corn fields, whatever you have. And they just weren't spending the time there over the last couple of days.
Good morning. It's opening day of Iowa's first season, and we're back on the legendary Gobby Knob. This is going to be the last first season in Iowa. I get to hunt as a resident. Second week of May, I'm moving to Minnesota, and so every opportunity that I can make happen here over the next couple weeks, it's going to mean the world to me. So thanks for hanging out with me. See if we can get done. One just gobbled here, so.
As the morning wore on, more birds began to sound off, and I was getting particularly cold. It was supposed to be 55 degrees today and sunny. Rather, it was about 39, windy, cloudy, and there was actually snow falling, which is the first time in over 12 years I've seen snowfall in Iowa's early turkey seasons. I believe the same gobbler that I had seen earlier that morning, who had continued to gobble in the bottoms, showed up on a fence line not too far from where I was set, about 150 yards. The bird saw the hen of my decoys, saw my decoys, but he wouldn't cross the fence. He stayed right in the timberline, gobbled, strutted, did the whole show, but just wouldn't budge. Eventually, the hen worked off, and the gobbler did back in the bottom as well. Shortly after that, I sat down and saw two jakes headed right towards my Dave Smith jake. The jake whooping continued for at least a half an hour. Got some really neat footage of them flapping him with the wings, jumping on his back, trying to take him out, and I was hoping that that would draw some attention. I looked back over towards the jakes, who were still whooping up on my jake decoy, and two black birds appeared on the horizon of the field. Upon further inspection, it was two longbeards, and I knew it was game on. They noticed the jakes working around the decoys. The jakes suddenly got a little bit hesitant and began to work off. And just when I thought things were going to come together in a snap, the two longbeards began working straight south, which would parallel my blind at about 100 yards. I was starting to think it wasn't going to happen. Whether they didn't see the Dave Smith jig from the beginning or not, they suddenly saw him, turned on a dime, locked in, and committed to coming the rest of the way into the decoys.
Dead bird. I don't even know where to start. It has been a long day. It's cold. And I've been playing cat and mouse with a long beard for hours. Had hens come through the decoys, everything. And then I was actually thinking about taking a nap, and I look over and here comes two jigs, and they just messed around my Dave Smith jig decoy, beat him up left and right, went to town on him. And then I looked back over here to the east, and here's another longbeard, and he came out, didn't see the decoys, but crossed the fence and went the opposite direction. I called at him, nothing happened. Then I turned back around the other way. Here's two longbeards coming in to confront these jigs, and they marched right into the Dave Smith decoys, and I put them down at 27 yards. Done on the first day, first season here in Iowa. It does not get any better than this. Whew, thank you, Lord. Man, this was a lot of fun. I've been sitting here all day and I'm froze. Let's go out and take a look at him.
And when I got out to pick up my bird, I was surprised as I've ever been. There in the dirt lay the biggest turkey I've ever killed in my career. Turkey has 6 measurable beards, 1.25 inch spurs, and weighs a little over 20 pounds, and it marks probably one of the very last birds I'll shoot in Iowa as a resident.
You aren't gonna believe this. I shot a giant. This bird has real sharp spurs and all kinds of beards. We gotta check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beards. I don't know how many turkeys I've shot in my lifetime, and never have I shot a single one that has multiple beards. I could not be happier. This is a true blessing. I'm at a loss for words.